right now. You're not broke because you're unlucky. You're broke because no one taught you the rules of money. And in the next few minutes, you're about to learn what most people never will. Listen carefully, because this is not just another motivational speech. This is a wake-up call, a financial awakening that can completely transform the way you think about money. Because the truth is simple but powerful. Money does not respond to wishes. Money responds to mindset, discipline, and action. And right now, at this very moment, you are either building your financial future or silently destroying it. Every dollar you earn is an opportunity. Every decision you make is a vote for your future. And the people who win financially are not the luckiest. They are the most consistent, the most focused, and the most disciplined. Because wealth is not created overnight. It is built daily through habits that most people ignore. And if you truly want to change your life, you need to stop thinking like the majority. Because the majority is broke, stressed, and stuck in a cycle they don't even realize they are trapped in. You see, the average person trades time for money, but the wealthy build systems that make money work for them. And that is the shift you must make starting today. Because if you continue doing what everyone else is doing, you will continue getting what everyone else is getting. Average results, average income, average life. And deep down, you know you were not meant for average. You were meant for more. But more requires sacrifice. More requires discipline. More requires a mindset that refuses to quit, even when things get hard. Because let's be real, this journey is not easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up. Days when nothing seems to work. Days when you question everything. But those are the exact moments that separate winners from losers. Because winners push through pain, while others run away from it. And financially successful people understand one key principle: delayed gratification. They are willing to sacrifice today to live better tomorrow. They invest instead of spending. They learn instead of complaining. They act instead of waiting. And this is where your transformation begins. The moment you stop chasing quick money and start building real wealth, because quick money disappears quickly, but real wealth stays, grows, and multiplies. And if you want to build wealth, you must understand the power of income streams. Relying on a single income is one of the biggest risks you can take in today's world, because one paycheck can disappear overnight, but multiple income streams create security, stability, and freedom. And that is the ultimate goal: financial freedom. The ability to live life on your terms, without being controlled by bills, debt, or stress. And it all starts with a decision to take control of your finances, a decision to learn how money works, a decision to stop making excuses and start making progress, because excuses will keep you where you are, but action will take you where you want to be. And remember this: nobody is coming to save you. No opportunity will magically fall into your lap. No success will happen without effort. You must take responsibility for your life, your money, and your future. Because the moment you take full responsibility is the moment you gain full control, and control is power. The power to change your situation, the power to build something meaningful, the power to create a life that most people only dream about. And if you want that life, you must start acting like the person who deserves it. You must think differently, move differently, and make decisions based on your future, not your current emotions. Because emotions lead to poor financial decisions, impulse spending, unnecessary debt, and regret. But discipline leads to growth, savings, investments, and freedom. And speaking of investments, you need to understand that saving money alone will not make you rich. Saving is important, but investing is essential, because money sitting idle loses value over time. But money invested has the potential to grow exponentially. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or businesses, the key is to make your money work for you. Because every dollar you invest is like an employee working 24/7 to build your wealth. And the more employees you have, the faster you grow. And this is the mindset shift that changes everything. You stop seeing money as something to spend and start seeing it as a tool to multiply. And once you understand this, your entire financial life begins to transform. You become more conscious, more strategic, and more focused on long-term growth. And yes, it will require patience, because real success takes time, but time will pass anyway. So you might as well use it to build something valuable, something meaningful something that gives you freedom. And let's talk about discipline again. Because discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Without discipline, even the best plans fail. And with discipline, even the smallest actions compound into massive success. So start small. Start with tracking your expenses. Start with saving a percentage of your income. Start with learning about investing, because small steps lead to big changes, and big changes lead to a completely different life. And remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent, showing up every day, making better decisions, improving little by little. Because over time, those small improvements create massive results. And one day, you will look back and realize that everything changed because you decided to change. You decided to take control. You decided to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building wealth. And that decision will be the turning point of your life. Because success is not a mystery, it is a process of learning, growing, and taking action. And if you follow that process, success becomes inevitable. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation, because motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. And if you rely on motivation, you will quit when it fades. But if you rely on discipline, you will keep going no matter what. And that is how winners are made. Not by talent, not by luck, but by consistent effort and relentless determination. And right now, you have a choice. You can continue living the same life, making the same mistakes, and getting the same results. Or you can decide that today is the day everything changes. Today is the day you take control of your finances. Today is the day you start building your future. Today is the day you stop dreaming and start doing, because the difference between where you are and where you want to be is action. Massive, consistent, focused action. And once you take that action, everything begins to shift. Opportunities appear, confidence grows, and progress becomes visible. And that is when you realize that you were always capable of more. You just needed to believe it and act on it. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt stop you, because fear and doubt are temporary, but regret lasts forever. And you don't want to look back years from now, wishing you had started today. So start now. Start with what you have, start where you are, but just start, because the journey to financial freedom begins with a single step. And that step is yours to take, right now, in this moment. And once you take it, there is no going back, because you will realize that you are in control. You are capable, and you are unstoppable. And that is the moment your life truly changes. The moment you stop surviving and start thriving. The moment you stop chasing money and start attracting it. The moment you become the person who creates wealth, builds success, and lives life on your own terms. And that moment is today.